Hi, my name is Eloide Camprasse. My most recent research is about the Kerguelen Shag and whether or not similar partners have similar ecology. So Kerguelen Shags are birds that are strictly limited to a small island in the Indian Ocean. This island is about a tenth of the area of Tasmania, and these birds nest there. There's about 12,000 pairs. We don't know a lot about their population trends, but as far as we know, it's pretty stable. The bird's about 1 meter in wingspan and roughly about 1.7 to 2.3 kilos. The origin of shags come from the crest that they have on top of their head when it's breeding season. That makes it really, really obvious that they're looking for mates. So the research came from my PhD. So I went to Kerguelen Islands with the idea of studying individual specializations in foraging. So individual specializations are behaviors that animals keep on doing. So for example, they might be diving to the same depth all the time, or they might visit the same places, or they might eat the same things. So in this case, they would be called specialized. Kerguelen Island is a place that is pretty special in that human beings haven't been there for long enough to sort of scare the animals. We use tiny loggers, mostly GPS loggers and loggers that are called time depth recorders. So they pretty much record how deep the birds dive and for how long. Amazingly, birds, so partners within pairs, have more similar behavior than expected by chance, and they overlap more in their foraging areas compared to other birds. So when I say more similar behaviors, they actually tend to dive to more similar depth, and they tend to go to and travel similar distances. We understood that they eat prey that are more similar than expected by chance. So in other terms, partners listen to each other and have similar kind of behavior and strategies in general. The birds in pairs don't actually have similar morphological characteristics. So they don't have similar sizes and they don't have similar masses. And despite that, they still show similar behaviors and similar diets. And so we let the birds do their things during that time. They go to sea, they go to find food, they come back to their nest to either incubate their eggs or feed their chicks. And in Kerguelen Shags, they alternate. So one bird will stay at the nest and the other one will go to sea. And once the partner comes back, the one that was on the nest goes to sea. So this research is really interesting because it suggests that birds are either capable of knowing what strategies their partner are going to adopt and then choose a mate accordingly, or they can be listening to each other and actually communicating on where to go to dive and to find food. And that might be the reason why they overlap more when they go to find food at sea. And next, we're hoping to actually understand whether birds that are more similar than other pairs are actually more successful at rearing their offspring, or whether, so they could have potentially partners that would be more similar in behavior, more similar in diet, could be better at coordinating their behavior and could have either more youngs or offspring in better shape, in better condition, that will be more likely to survive. So what I love about my job and about being a scientist is I both get the opportunity to get to the field and get my hands dirty in beautiful location, and I get to have these amazing connections with the animals that I study. But I also get to go back, do a bit of lab work, but more so do the analysis to tell me more about their behaviors and trying to understand why they display the behavior that they display. And also I get to write papers and articles about them. So both scientific papers and papers for the lay audience that will help us communicate my research and tell the world about these beautiful animals. I think that humans should be more like Kerguelen Shags because they're romantic and they listen to each other, and yeah, that potentially helps them do better in life.